Shane Pinto spoke on Friday morning about coming out of the gate strong. Well, he was able to do so on Friday against Montreal, and the third line came in droves against the Habs, generating in the offensive zone, leading the Sens to a 5-2 victory over the Habs on Friday night.
I mean, that's what you ultimately want, is a line that can check and score, and Montreal has, they have a line much like the same thing with the Dvorak line, and I think, any team that has, a good team it's not just a checking line. They're capable of scoring and making the other team defend and play in their zone. I thought their line was outstanding. They were great tonight.
I've said it multiple times. I think me, Rids, and Mario just kind of read off each other pretty well, and we cover for each other well, we check well, so it's just fun to play with them, and I think we enjoy trying to be that matchup line. Yeah, it's just one win. Obviously, they had our number, but it was good to beat them, but obviously a bigger fish to fry in these next few weeks.
A big win over the Habs on Friday night, as highlighted an electric start to the game just 28 seconds in, the third line coming through.
Mario got it to Gray, right in front, scores! What a start for Ottawa! Shane Pinto buries it 28 seconds in.
Just minutes later, it was Dylan Cousins on a new-look line with Fabian Zetterlund and Claude Giroux to extend the lead.
We won some battles down low and maintained some ozone time. Yeah, it was great playing with those guys. They're both great players. And, I think if we play together more, we're just going to keep getting better.
Yeah, I thought we just got on them quick, got behind them, forechecked their D. I think that's been our MO all year, and got 2 quick goals in front of the net, and that obviously set us up for a pretty good game.
A great first period overall for Cousins and Pinto, and specifically the third line once again going to work in the opening frame. Good work in the offensive zone, generating a cycle game and a forecheck to create those chances. The Sens out shooting the Habs 14-5 through 20 minutes of play and holding that 2-0 lead. In the second period, it was the third line once again.
Audio centered and Bolt scores! Ridley Gregg tips it home! Another early goal for Ottawa, it's 3-0.
A big goal once again early on in a period for that third line. The Habs would get one back to make it 3-1 and did get 2 cracks on the power play in that second period, but effective work on the penalty kill from the Sens, and it led to a goal. Drake Batherson deflecting one in to make it 4-1 Sens.
That was a big part of the game. We took a couple penalties that we don't want to take, especially against a team like Montreal, and the penalty kill came up big tonight. And that's still a learning process. You take hooking penalties or stick penalties, they can cost you.
Montreal would get one back in the second, though, to make it a 4-2 game, and the Sens unable to capitalize on a power play opportunity late, holding that 4-2 lead through 40 minutes of play. Tight and intense through the third period, right to the finish line, but it was Shane Pinto capping off the strong night with an empty net goal to seal the 5-2 result over Montreal on Friday night.
You want to be out there against the best, and I luckily have gotten that role, and I've tried to embrace it, and Rids and Mikey have made it easy for me as well. They're great players, so it's been fun, and hopefully we can continue to do that.
Pretty much felt like a playoff game out there, but I think this whole group knows that we have more, and we can be even better. So it was a good win for us, but we just got to enjoy it for the night and then move on and find ways we can be better.
They're a good team. They've been playing well this year. You got to give them a lot of credit. They beat us 3 times out of 4. So, but like I said earlier with Cal, it's the last one was the most important one, and we're just happy we finished strong and we played a good game.
Another big result for the Sens, able to maintain that separation between the first and second wildcard spots in the Eastern Conference with a big win over Montreal on Friday. They'll look to keep things rolling on Sunday afternoon, the final matinee game of the regular season against the Philadelphia Flyers. A 5-2 final tonight. For Sens 360, I'm Jackson Starr.